Your next phone will have less memory than the one in your pocket right now, and it will cost you more.
I know, I'm holding it.
That's latent. He lives in a data center. He is, in a very literal sense, made of your upgrade. So let's talk about where it all went, because this isn't a shortage. This works as intended. Works as intended. Episode 3, AI is eating your phone's memory. Here's the part nobody says out loud. For about 15 years, the deal with phones was simple. Every year you paid roughly the same money and got slightly better hardware. More storage, more memory. That deal is over. In 2026, the number of phone models shipping with 16 gigabytes of RAM is expected to almost disappear. 12 gigabyte models are down more than 40%, and manufacturers are going back to 4 and 6 gigabyte configurations, specs we last saw standard in 2018. Mid-range phones that shipped with 12 gigs last year top out at 8 this year. Budget phones drop to 4, and you are not paying less for the smaller number. You're paying more. Same phone, same price bracket, less inside it.
The memory didn't vanish, it moved. It's here, in buildings like this one, racked, powered, cooled, and running models that write emails for people who could have written the email.
So let's follow the money, because the money is not subtle here. There are 3 companies that matter in memory: Samsung, SK Hynix, and Micron. Between them, they control the overwhelming majority of the world's DRAM. And in the first quarter of 2026, those 3 made $97 billion. That is an 81% jump, quarter over quarter. They did not make that money by selling you memory. They made it by not selling you memory. TrendForce tracks this quarter by quarter, and their language is refreshingly blunt. The top 3 suppliers are prioritizing production and shipments toward higher-priced, higher-margin server applications. That's the whole story in one sentence. Your phone is the low-margin customer now, and the price moves are genuinely difficult to comprehend. In the first quarter of 2026, conventional DRAM contract prices rose between 93 and 98% quarter over quarter, not year over year. Quarter. TrendForce called it a new record for a quarterly surge. Then, in the second quarter, they went up another 58 to 63% on top of that.
I want to be fair to them. They aren't gouging you specifically. They simply found a customer who never asks the price. Cloud providers are securing the bulk of available supply through long-term agreements. They commit for multiple quarters. They pay whatever it costs, because the memory isn't the expensive part of what they're building. You are not being outbid. You're being ignored.
Now here's where I need you to stop thinking about this, like 2021. You remember 2021, factories shut down, everything got scarce, and then it recovered because the thing that caused it went away. This is not that. Nothing broke, no factory closed, no ship got stuck. The machines are running at full capacity. Right now, tonight, they are just pointed somewhere else. And that difference matters enormously because a disruption ends when the disruption ends. A reallocation ends when somebody decides to reallocate back. Nobody has decided that. TrendForce expects meaningful new capacity is unlikely before late 2027 and possibly 2028. SK Hynix has signaled that shortages could persist through 2030.
Building a memory fab takes years. Deciding to sell your existing memory to somebody else takes an afternoon. That's the asymmetry. That's why this doesn't self-correct, and why nobody involved is in any particular hurry.
Which brings us to the part that genuinely annoys me, because there's an irony sitting at the center of all this, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. Every phone company on Earth is currently selling you AI features. On-device AI. Private, fast, runs right there in your hand, no cloud required. It's the headline feature of every launch this year. And on-device AI is enormously hungry for exactly one resource:
Memory. Google's Gemini Intelligence sets 12 gigabytes as its minimum on Android. The model files alone take up to 5.9 gigabytes. Apple's on-device minimum is 8. 12 is the floor for the newest models. Mid-range phones are shipping with 8.
So read that back slowly. On-device AI demands 12 gigs in your hand. And on-device AI is the reason 12 gigs left your hand. The same technology is simultaneously the reason you need more memory and the reason you can't have it. You are being sold a feature on a device that has been quietly made too small to run it. And now, the part that made me want to make this episode, because when a company has to ship a worse product at a higher price, it has two options: tell you or don't.
They chose don't. The industry term is virtual RAM. Some manufacturers borrow a slice of your storage and count it as memory. Then print the combined figure on the box. 8 gigabytes of real memory plus 8 borrowed from storage becomes 16 gigabytes on the spec sheet. It is not 16 gigabytes. Storage is orders of magnitude slower than memory. But the number is bigger, and the number is what you read.
Not a bug, not a mistake. This works as intended. So here's what you actually do about it, and it's short, because there are only 3 things that matter. 1, before you buy anything, find the physical RAM figure, the real one. If a spec sheet says something like 8 plus 8, the first number is the phone and the second number is marketing. 2, if you want on-device AI to actually work for the life of the phone, 12 gigabytes is the floor, not the target. 8 will run today's models and struggle with next year's. And 3, the one nobody wants to hear. This is the wrong year to upgrade. Prices are still climbing, specs are still falling, and none of that reverses before 2027 at the absolute earliest. The phone you already own has more memory in it than its replacement will. Keep it, let this cycle pass. You paid for the memory, somebody else is using it.
For what it's worth, I'd give it back. I'm just not the one holding the receipt.
I'm Theo, thanks for watching Works as Intended. And if your phone still has 12 gigs in it, congratulations, you own a collector's item.